Cause hello, it's Tyler Tarot in the house, and I'm here to talk to you, baby. So as y'all know, um, all the videos have been done. I've done tons of zodiac sign readings this month, back to back, really. So, I got done with Pisces, so the cycle's done until I can get some more energy up to do more reads. I am on the my main channel because I decided to do it on this channel, but I'm officially done with all zodiac signs. The cycle starts over. Eventually I'll be doing, you know, I'll start back over from Aries to Pisces and, the same old, same old. So, hey, how y'all doing? So, you know, what is your other channel on? My other channel's on YouTube. It's called Tyler Talks. TYLERTALKS Talks. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Do you know I do read I read my own tarot cards, and I just now realized because I remember I did a tarot reading like last year, December of 2000. I think it was 2018. Yeah, and I did a reading on myself, and I said, "How will my year of 2019 go?" And the year's almost over. So, and now that I think back to it, I remember like I asked about my channel. It said it would actually be successful. It would keep moving. And then I remember I looked into my love life in December of 2018. Keep in mind, it wasn't January of 2019 yet, so it's technically almost been a year. And it said my love life would stink. I'd be single, and it was right. So I predicted my own success and my own singlehood. You can't tell me tarot cards can't. Because I just got thinking about that before went live. I said, wait a second. I remember doing a reading on myself. It was December of 2018. It was like I remember, because no, it may have been in November because I was down at my brother's house, and I predicted my own my own channel's success, and my shitty love life. I predicted I'd be single. So yeah, say your name. Cure for disability. How you doing? Globe Trek Diva. How you doing? Well, I just looked up at 666. It's got 66 people in here and 6 likes. Now 7 likes. How y'all doing? Oh, but I'm done with all the zodiac signs. Y'all know I did all the way from Aries to Pisces. Hey Victoria Knox. So it feels good to have everybody's readings out. It feels so damn good. And now I got to start right over again and go all the way through. See that people always. I have people comment sometimes and go, "Why does it take you so long to put out the readings?" There's 12 zodiac signs, and I spend a good 20 minutes per reading on average. That's a lot of time to put toward videos, and it's really draining. So that's why it takes so long. Because let's see, won't you blame the people that invented the zodiac? Why did they have to make 12 zodiac signs? Why couldn't it have been 6 zodiac signs or 5 or 4? But no, they had to make it 12 zodiac signs and make it more, But I am going to do more collectives, almost personal reads. Hey, Lavinia. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, and then they try to add a 13th sign, Ophiuchus, however you say. According to the new zodiac sign, or according to the new zodiac placement, I'm a Pisces, which I don't feel like a Pisces at all. You know, but like I said, it takes so long to get through them because there's 12 zodiac signs. That's why it's so time consuming. So if we can go back and if we could turn back time, like Cher, maybe we can, talk to the people who made the zodiac sign charts and say, can you make it just maybe 6, not 12? There's too many damn zodiac signs, man. How do you recharge yourself? I use crystals. I just sleep. That's really all I do. That's pretty much all I do. I'm glad you watch me, Weeks family. I'm glad. I'm glad. Look, 1 second. It's such a sigh of relief. Kind of like when people that work 9 to 5s, when they clock out at the end of the day. That's how I feel when I do all 12 signs. I feel like I clocked out. I feel like, okay, the shift's over, but then I got to start the shift right over by going all the way through them again. I mean, but that's crazy because, yeah, when cancer is coming. Oh, I ain't gonna start over until like tomorrow. I may start Aries, Taurus, Gemini tonight. I may, you know. Oh, I bet Liberty. I bet. I bet. Were you born with this gift? I mean, I could, you could say I was born with a gift. My mama always told me that I had this intuition and this a gift to, because I remember when I was a kid, I used to like speak to stuff and talk to things. So she's told me that herself. Like she said, I used to look at you when you were a kid and you'd be talking to things, and she said you'd be looking up and staring at stuff. She said, and you're the only one of my kids that did that. So I think I was born with some type of extra sensory thing going on, a sixth sense, I guess you could say. But when how old was I when I started YouTube? I was 27 years old. 27. That was 3 years ago. So 30 now. It's a big 3-0. I'm a big 3-0 ho. Well, I'm glad you like to watch, Princess Peach. Well, thank you, Intuitive Tarot G. You funny. You funny. What are my thoughts on using a pendulum? I don't really go for pendulums. It only can tell you yes or no. I'm gonna need more than an answer than yes or no. And to me, it's like I don't know. It's just it's like I need more than an answer than yes or no. Like that ain't gonna tell me nothing. So that's not gonna tell me nothing. What else do you see, Kenya? Tell me what else you see. I wanna read. Tyler, I see you creating your own tarot deck. That was actually something that was going to happen at one point, but it got delayed. I have other things that So 1 second. You're gonna find your new boyfriend on your channel because you think these. So you're gonna try to find a boyfriend on my channel. Well, by all means, go for it, Michelle. By all means, go for it. Tyler, would you tell us the zodiac sign of your ex, please? I never had an ex. I don't know why people won't believe it. I've never had an ex. Never had an ex. Uh, that's not to say I haven't had crushes or love, but it wasn't like it was an illusion. I always say anything that I thought that I was in love with in the past was an illusion. It was me trying to force something to happen. And you should never force something to happen in your life. It's going to be there if it's meant to be there. And I try to tell folks that because if it's meant to be in your life, it will. And I always use Tyler's Tarot as an example. You know, I would do a dating show for the money. I wish that a network would offer me a dating show, Michelle. I would do it for the money. I wouldn't do it for the love. I would just eliminate based off of, well, I don't know. Let's see. All right, I never had, I would do it for the money, absolutely. You're not gonna find love on a dating show. Like that's what I'm thinking. I used to watch these I Love New Yorks and Flavor of Loves. I'm thinking to myself, please, you're not gonna find love with people that are looking to have an acting career. I mean, you're in Los Angeles. They film these shows in Los Angeles. Them bitches ain't looking for love. They're looking for a paycheck and exposure. You know, my ass. You're not gonna find love on a dating show, and that's the whole. You know, you was on the Ray J show? No way. I used to watch that. The Ray J show, Ray J of Love, or I forgot the exact name of it, but I remember I used to. Who were you on there? No way. I used to watch that. Oh my God. We got a celebrity in the room. Let's see. Oh, he was on the first season. Gotcha. Gotcha. But I would absolutely in a heartbeat do it for the I would do it for the money. Getting some coffee oh, it is fake. Low track. Oh, okay. I didn't know he was on the Ray J show. Ray J jumps from damn. Here's my thing. Ray J jumps from reality show to reality show, and he was on that show with Princess on Love and Hip Hop. where he threw her in the pool, or not threw her in the pool, but he pushed her into the pool. I saw that. And I'm thinking to myself, they're just toxic as fuck. Ray J and Princess are just toxic as fuck. I thought that was so fucking funny when he pushed her into the pool. But then again, people say, "Oh, he shouldn't have did that. He should have been the man. Should have been a man." No. Well, the thing is, you get what you give. She kept throwing drinks and stuff, and throwing stuff at. What was he supposed to do? And besides, Love and Hip Hop ain't been the same since Jocelyn Hernandez left. So, um, thank you. I'm glad you like my. Did you ever do any other shows, Globe Trek Diva? I'm gonna need Kay Michelle and Jocelyn Hernandez to come back before I watch it again. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Uh, you know, let's see. Trying to pitch PNR. Oh, trying to. Oh, got you. Okay. I ain't got. Here's my thing. I used to be so set on doing reality television at some point, but I got to thinking, hell, I get 3 million views a month. That's basically a show in itself. So I'm good. I'm good. I've been up all morning since 3 o'clock. Do you think soulmate is real? I don't know about a soulmate. This is my I don't know about soulmates because I ain't never met one. I don't know if I have or not. I'll redo the Leo reading eventually, Sue. I do believe in past lives, absolutely. But as far as the soulmate thing, I don't see. I don't know. Who am I to judge? I have no idea. I don't date because I don't like that lovey-dovey feeling. Who likes that? I don't understand why folks. I know I run a love channel. I've had people say, I don't know why if I should take advice from you. You ain't never been in. I mean, my love was like I said, love was an illusion in a sense to me. It's kind of like I was forcing things to happen. I wasn't letting things happen naturally, and I like to rush things. I don't like to wait. Never have. I don't have patience. And if you're not stepping up to the plate, I got to be out. And I can't sit there and wait for the love to fester, and basically for the love to grow. I want the love right then. I'm not waiting. If you don't feel the same feelings, bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I just don't have the patience for it. And I'm double fire. I'm Aries Sun and Sagittarius Moon. I just don't have the motherfucking patience. I ain't got time for that courting and all that. I ain't got time for that. You know. Yes, I'm still doing the meet and greet. I'm still doing the meet and greet. I'll tell you this. I asked my cards one time. Like I said, my cards have predicted my life to a T. It's crazy. Because I did one in, like I said, I predicted toward the November. It was November. It was November because I was down in Georgia visiting family. Because at that time I was trying to live in California. I was out in California. I flew out to my brother's house, and I remember I did a reading when nobody was around. I was reading my cards. I said, "How is 2019 going to go for my channel?" And it said, "Success. Success will go up." Then I was like, "Well, what about the love?" And I got the Nine of Pentacles. I think like the Eight of Cups, Four of Cups. Like it said, I would be single and not interested in anything, and it predicted all my year of 2019 because love did not come in like the cards had predicted in 2018 in November. Love didn't come in. I was single and I wasn't interested in nothing. So you know, do a do a reading between Capricorn and Leo. No, I'm not looking for love. I don't know. This is the I get. Now, if you want to be technical, I get them in my emails, little love proposals, but I don't ever really pay attention to that. It's not me being arrogant. I just don't. I'm not ready for nothing. But then all the psychics always predict. They always say, "Love's coming for you." Like, oh, there it is, right there. Parveen says it. Love is coming for you soon. And even psychics that I know to be very accurate can't predict my love life. Like there's some psychics that I know are spot on accurate. They're predicted specific events that literally occurred in my life months after they were predicted. And the one thing I always say that can't be predicted, you can predict my money, you can predict my business transactions, you can predict pretty much anything in my life but that. Because it's just you're an amateur tarot reader, says Aaron. You'll get better. Just keep practicing. I ain't got patience. Because the thing is, when I get into situations, I want to rush it. I don't like to sit and wait for people to make decisions. I ain't got time for that. Like if you're giving me an indecisive vibe, I don't got time for it. I don't. Let's do it. Either we're gonna do it now or never. It's now or never. There's no waiting. And I'm being an Aries and the most impatient sign of the zodiac. If it's either now or never. There ain't no time to think. There ain't no time to wait. It's either now or never. LOL. So true, right? I feel that too. I've started studying occult. I love the occult. I love anything that's got to do with some. Oh, I love me a good seance or a good Ouija board session or a good. I love channeling spirits, and I know that sounds bad, and it makes me look kind of crazy, but I love me a good trying to conjure the dead. I love, and it only feels scary to me when I'm by myself when doing it. Because I noticed that when I do seances or when I've attempted to do seances with people in the past, not just me, it didn't feel scary. So I feel like I love to channel the dead, channel the spirits. I love it. You need a personal reading. Eventually they'll happen. Eventually they'll happen. They'll happen eventually. Can you give us an experience or a story? Well, see, I've had very limited. I got my Jewel. It's a Jewel vaping thing. I've had very limited experiences with anything Well, not. I've had paranormal experiences, but I still say to this day, the craziest paranormal experience, which I've talked about many times on this channel, but I have new subscribers, so let me just tell you. There used to be this person I used to see constantly, and I know it sounds crazy. It sounds like a schizophrenic type shit. So it all started. I was sitting at a pizza parlor, a pizza buffet called CC's Pizza. I don't know where they have it in other parts of the United States, but where I'm from, they have it in Georgia. And I went to this CC's Pizza, and I'm always I go everywhere by myself, and I was sitting down by myself, eating like I used to do a lot. Well, so I'm sitting there, and this guy starts looking at me. And it's not like a guy checking you out type looking at you, but like a very weird look, like a very strange. It was this white guy, pale white guy with really spiked up black hair. I know it sounds kind of crazy. And he kept looking at me throughout the restaurant. I'm like, what's going on? Because I didn't know what the fuck this man was looking at me for. Well, long story short, I get up to leave, and he was still sitting down at his table as I was getting up to leave. I go to my car. I get in my car, my little old beat up Corolla I used to have, and I start driving. I get on the highway because I had to get on the highway to get to where I live then. And about maybe 5-10 minutes down the highway, I see this a stranded car on the side of the road, and it's that same pale faced white guy with spiked up hair. But here's the catcher. How did he get there? Because I left before he did, unless he has a twin that looks exactly like him, and the twin happened to get stranded at the exact moment. How did he get there? Hey, Caleb's Terrell, how you? I'm gonna address you in a second, but let me finish this before I get out of it. But hey, I just watched your fire sign reading, so it's funny you popped up. I love Caleb's Terrell. Y'all should check her out. I love Caleb's Terrell. Well, I see the guy, and he's standing on the side of the road, and he's stranded. And I'm like, okay, didn't I just see him back at the CC's Pizza? How did he get all the way from there to here when I left first? And I'm sure he did not get in his car before I did. Well, I thought nothing of it. I'm like, well, okay, something's going crazy. I'm going crazy. Something's not right. I get home. So about a week later, and at this time, I worked a 9 to 5. So on my lunch break, we had got our checks that day. We had paper checks then, and I had got my paper check. And so I took it to the gas station to get it cashed at this gas station I used to go to all the time. And so I went to get it cashed, and I walked into the convenience store, and this is one of those convenience stores that has the bells that when you walk in, you hear doon doon, like it lets you know people are in there. And so I go in there, and there was nobody in there at the time. And the clerk was obviously. So I hand the check over. He cashed the check, and he hands the money back to me to basically count it to make sure it was the exact amount. And I said, "Yep, it's right." And so as I'm literally putting my money in my pocket, and I turn around, and it's that white face, pale guy with the black spiky hair standing right behind me. And at some point, I was going to say, "What the fuck do you want from me?" But I contain myself because I have no filter. And he was right behind me. But then that poses the question: how did he get there? How did he get in there without letting the doorbell go off? How did he get in there? So it's like I was like, "Who is this guy?" I kept seeing him repeatedly. He was like at three different places, and he was in places he shouldn't be, and and his appearances were like crazy. It's like, how did he get there? And so to this day, I don't know what he meant in my life. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I don't know. To this day, I like. And so, but anyway, K-Love's Tarot. How you doing, K-Love's Tarot? Let me see. I didn't get to see your. Let's see. I'm well. How are you doing? I'm good. It's good to see you. I ain't seen you in forever, K-Love's Tarot. Thanks for the 15 Heart of Inspiration. How you doing? If you're open, love swooping in May, but only got you. Okay, got you. Thank you so much, Heart of Inspiration. How you been? And that's the strange part. To this day, and I don't even to this day, I don't know who that person was. I don't know why he kept appearing in places that he shouldn't be. Like I said, the only explanation I can say that's a logical explanation, he probably had a twin. I'm thinking maybe he had a twin that happened to break down on the side of the road at that exact same time, and maybe that's how he appeared there so fast. Because there's just no way he could have got in front of me like that. He was still sitting down as I was leaving, and so I'm thinking to myself, that's just strange to me. And so, um, to this day, I was like, what the fuck was that? And like I said, really another weird experience I had once was I was broke as a joke. Didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, right? And I was broke as a joke. And at that time, Tyler's Tarot was a thing that I thought could be a possibility. But I didn't really put much thought into it. I was still working at my, last job. Well, so I go and sit in my car at lunch break. I had no food. I had no food, nothing to eat on, nothing. Right. I had no money. So I go to my car and sit in my car. And keep in mind, I'm a CD type guy. I like to listen to CDs. I'm not a really big radio guy. But I had a feeling to turn on FM radio while I was on lunch break. And I was hungry. I had no food. No, like I said, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. I was always, like that's how broke I was. And I was sitting there and in my car, and I turned on the FM radio. Something said turn the radio on. I did not literally said it, but I had a feeling to do it. And out the radio is this song. And keep in mind, I was trying to sit there going, how can I manifest more money into my life? I need more money. I'm tired of being broke. And my answer was right there on the radio that day. It said, you can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. Magic. Don't you know you're the one who can put out the fire? Something like that. And I was like, no way. I was like, no fucking way. It's like, and so I did Tyler's Tarot a month later, and you see how far I've come. I live in Las Vegas now, you know. So that's the answer to your question. Um, oh, was it a fan? This was before or a subscriber. No, because it was before Tyler's Tarot. I wasn't even thought of then. This was before Tyler's Tarot was even in existence. This is way before it. Way before it. So this is how I know it's yeah. So there was one time, and now okay, I think okay, yes, I did. I did yes. Yeah, I live in Vegas now. K loves Tarot. I've been Vegas. Um, there was this one time I was kind of down on my luck. Not this was after Tyler's Tarot, but I was sitting in my car with my mama, and we were waiting for the kids to get out of daycare. They were just about to get out of daycare, and we were sitting in the parking lot waiting for the kids. And I was like in a really bad state of mind. I'm like, oh God, my life sucks, and oh well, nobody ever gonna love me. And I was just like being really down on myself. Next thing I know, a bird comes out of nowhere and sits. This sounds like schizophrenic shit, but literally sits on mama's car, and like was like just sitting there looking at me. A bird, like this came down and sat on the trunk of the, not the trunk, the what do you call it, the front of the car, the hood of the car, and just sits there and looks at me and goes like that and kept going. I swear. I swear, and my mama was there to witness that, and I was in a really bad state of mind. We're sitting there waiting for the kids to get out of daycare, and it flies down on the hood, and I remember I was in a bad state of mind, and it goes, you know, like, I was like, oh, it made me laugh. It got me out of my funk. And I'm like, well, either that's just a strange coincidence or it really was a sign. But who gives a fuck who gives a shit what it was? I was like thinking to myself, that got me out of my funk because I was in a bad state of mind at that point. I don't even remember what I was upset about. I was just upset about a whole bunch of shit. I was like, oh, I said, I'm still kind of homeless. I'm making money, but I'm still homeless. I can't find a home to save my life. And it's like, and that's what happened. It landed on the hood of the car. My mama was there. She said, "You see that bird? How it just literally landed right there and was just like kind of taunting you or what? You know, like it's strange. That was strange." So yeah, yeah. So yeah. So, but as I said, it's so good to see you, K Loves Tarot and Heart of Inspiration. I don't see y'all no more. 'Cause I don't know y'all no more. Y'all make me feel like Sophia from The Color Purple. Cause I ain't seen y'all in forever. Cause I feel like I don't know y'all no more. But it's good to see y'all though. Rebirth as Mango says, Mango can do magic. That little bastard biting people left and right. Uh, he's actually living with my. People keep asking where Mango is. I've already said he lives with my mother now. My mother loves that bird. Her and that bird are soulmates. There is such thing as soulmates in the form of my mama and her bird Mango. Those two are like two peas in a pod. And yeah. So I'm not ready for a pet. And that thing was too loud. Conures are too loud. And they cost too damn much. My thing is, I paid a lot for that damn bird, and I'm thinking to myself, all it did was squawk loud. They're clingy. Warning about the sun conures. They squawk too loud. They're clingy. You leave the room, and they squawk for you until you come back into the room. Ain't nobody got time for that. If I want something clingy, I'll just get in a relationship. You know. Yes, I actually drove that bird all the way from Las Vegas to Georgia in my car. We got him there. She was too afraid to take the plane. You know, on the plane, you can take the bird with you. You can put it in a little carrier and you pay a little extra fee. You can take the bird with you. She didn't want to do that. So I was like, you know what? I want her to have this bird and I don't want to have to deal with it. So therefore, I drove her ass back to Georgia. Her and the little feathers. That's what I call them, feathers. And the funniest part of that road trip, let me tell you. So I couldn't resist having a cigarette. And I laughed about this for days. I was laughing like crazy. Okay. So keep in mind, the bird's in the car, my mama's in the car, and I'm in the car. I need a fucking cigarette. So I decided to have a cigarette, you know, and the bird's in the back seat, but I made sure the window was down that way it wouldn't get on the bird. So about maybe an hour later after I have the cigarette, I get the bird out of his little cage in the back seat and, you know, get him out for a little bit. That way he can, you know, stretch around, walk around, don't feel too, you know, cage crazy. And I happened to just smell the bird, and it smelled like pure cigarette. The bird smelled like an ashtray. I was like, oh my God. So poor little Mango, he smelled like a freaking ashtray. I was like, oh my God, I felt horrible. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, smoke really does permeate every little thing that it gets on. And I was like, oh my God. I said, he smelled like an ashtray. He smelled like pure cigarettes. But yeah, but he's in Georgia now. The bird was born in California because the pet store, their breeder is in California, the people they get the birds from. And so he went all the way from California to the Las Vegas pet land. We got him from there, and now he lives in Georgia. So he went from being a Cali bird to a Georgia bird. Yeah. Yeah, so he's a traveling bird. Yes, like he's traveled more than most birds. He's been through all kinds. That bird has been through New Mexico, Arizona. We had to drive through New Mexico, Arizona, Oklahoma, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And he's been in Nevada and California. So he went all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast. He's a gypsy bird. All right. So I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to just let y'all know that all the zodiac signs are done. I'll start the cycle soon, with putting more out. But I need at least a day off from doing videos. Lord, I've been doing videos all freaking week, back to back. So yeah, so well, I mean, Mango does bite, but he's not biting out of like being mean. What happens is sometimes when you're playing with him, he'll mistake bite you. Because one time I was playing with his little plastic ball he had as a toy, and he loves a little like tear up that ball, right? And so I accidentally put my finger up there because he was used to the ball being thrown around because I was playing with the ball, and he bit my finger, but it was accidentally. But he does nibble a little bit too hard, but it's not out of just like fury, like being furious or anything like that. But we're thinking about getting his beak shaved down because Mama said he's getting to where he's nibbling too hard. He's not doing it to be mean. He just loves a nibble. He loves a nibble. Very friendly bird. Will cuddle with you. He literally cuddled on my shoulder and slept on my shoulder for like an hour or two in the car on the way to Georgia. Big Shirley, you're funny. Do I suggest, would I suggest the conure for people, the sun conure? Yes, if you don't have neighbors. No, if you don't like loud noises. Yes, if you want something that cuddles with you and all like, clingy. No, if you don't want to listen to a bunch of like squawking and clingy behavior. So yeah. All right. But I'll talk to y'all later. Look at the damn tag hanging out the damn pillowcase. Come on now. All right. With that being said, y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all.